Hey everybody, and welcome back to another line method workout. My name is Eva and I am really excited to take you guys through today's 20-minute workout for strength and stretching for the full body actually. Today's prop is going to be a really fun one. We are going to use a big balance ball. So this is a prop that I do not use enough of, admittedly, but it is a really fun one to just add a little different dynamic into your workout. You definitely can use it for a strength approach. It offers a lot of stability during a workout as well. So we're gonna play with it a couple different ways today. If you don't have one of these big balance balls, there are a bunch of the exercises you could swap out and use one of like the smaller stability balls. Not quite with everything, but as always, you can just follow along body weight and that'll work really well too, because every single one of these exercises can just be translated into a body weight movement. You are also, in addition to the ball, going to need a little bit of wall space today. So I'm going to be using this bit right here. But since we are doing a kind of shorter breakdown today, we're just going to dive right on in. We're going to start using our stability ball. So find some space on the mat, on the floor, wherever you are. Standing up nice and tall, we're going to go right into some big breaths with an overhead reach. Hands on either side of the ball. Shoulders glide down your back. You're gonna take a big inhale and exhale to bring the ball down. And again, inhale and exhale. Continue to cycle through, inhaling and exhaling, lengthening up as you go. Trying to keep your shoulders out of your ears. Let's just go for like 3 more here, just warming things up before we go into a little bit of a flow. Let's go for 2 more. Feel those shoulders activating. Let's go for 1 more. Reach up, keep a nice grip on the ball as you hold it overhead. Parallel feet on the floor so that you can just tip right over. Reaching the ball away from you, and then exhale, pull back up to standing. Let's go to the other side. Tip right over. Ooh, and use the obliques to pull up to standing. And again, we tip. And pull right back up. Trying to keep your hips pretty centered here. A little bit of shifting is okay, but you don't want to turn into like a little limp noodle, yeah? Let's go for 3 more. And up. We're gonna go last 2. And up. We're gonna go 1 more. Bring it back through center. All right, little bit of balance work. As you pull the arms down and forward, lift 1 knee to tabletop. And then come back through center, overhead reach. I'm gonna do this on the diagonal. Alternate legs. So you just tap your knee to the ball, boop, and come up. And put a little bit of pressure from the ball into the knee. And you'll actually feel your abs kick on a little bit. Those hip flexors will fire up. 4. Let's go 3. Let's go 2 more. And let's go 1 more. Bring it center, lower the ball down, forward fold, let the ball touch the floor. For some of you guys, this may not be a very big stretch at all, and that is totally fine. Move your hands to the top side of the ball. Now, holding this kind of forward fold position, lift by leading with your head, your neck, your shoulders, arch your back a little bit, use your hands on the ball, try to keep it as still as possible, and then melt down chest, neck, head, top of the head faces the ball, and then press your body up just halfway, lengthen the arms, keep your spine rounded, and then dive forward, and we reverse, lift the head, the neck, the shoulders, flex the arms, lengthen them out, and then glide back down, round your spine. So we're doing some nice deep spine articulation. Diving through, pushing up. We're gonna do one more round before we add on. Rounding through. All right, now we're gonna add on as you dive further down. Oh, I just ate my mic, sorry. Push the ball away from you. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Find a little bit of extension. And then pull the ball in and round your spine. And again, use your abs to lead. Push the ball away from you. Bend your knees as needed here. That's totally fine. And then round. So it's almost like we're doing cat-cow. Push the ball away from you. Lengthen your spine. Oh my God, that feels so good. And then round. Let's do one more. Push the ball away. Shoulders stay out of your ears. And then round, all the way up. One vertebrae at a time. Leave the ball on the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Woo, suddenly they feel super light, right? Alrighty, my dears. Grab your ball. We're gonna go into some squats on the wall. So I'm gonna push my mat a little bit out of the way just so I have some more floor space. You're gonna pop the ball on the wall first and then kind of just glide yourself around however really feels comfortable for you. You wanna start with the ball somewhere kind of resting on your mid to lower back, because when you go into these squats, the ball, of course, is gonna rise up your back and you don't wanna be like having it push back against your head and neck. So let your feet rest slightly in front of you. Toes are gonna be pointed just slightly out, feet a little bit wider than your hips. Before we go anywhere, I want you to pop your hands on your hip bones. Make sure your bum isn't tucking under you, pushing your weight forward. You want to almost feel like your tailbone is being pulled towards the wall as you lower down and press up. And again, lower down and press up. Imagine you've got like a 20-pound weight just attached to your tailbone, pulling you down, and then you're pulling up. And for some of you guys out there, you might be feeling like, oh my God, it feels like my lower back is in super big extension. My butt is popped out way too far. Chances are it's not. Chances are you are actually in what is more of like a neutral spine, and it just feels really different than tucking your bum under you to squat. Keep it going, guys. We'll go for like 5 more. I was babbling, totally lost track. Let's go 3, 2, hold down your last one. Let's do little pulses. Pulses, pulling up from the abdominals. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1, pressing up. Woo, you feel that one a little bit, don't you? All right, we're gonna add on a little bit. Arms are gonna go long by your side. As you sit your bum down, reach the arms forward, pause. Peel your heels up if you can. Lower them down. Press up. And again, so that's a squat. Peel the heels up, lower down, and up. So we get a little bit into this ankle stability. And if that heel lift is too challenging, just forget about it today. Just practice the squats without wiggling off the sides of the ball. Make sure those knees are tracking right out over the toes. You're in that little external rotation. Let's go 4, 3, let's go 2. Get ready, we're holding down 1. One of 2 options, heel lift and lowers or pulse it out, all right? Keep going for 3, 2, 1, stand up tall. Oh my God, that one got my quads. Shake out the legs, stand up tall for a second, and go ahead, grab onto the ball. Try to keep it on the wall because we're actually gonna do a little bit of work here. before we bring things back to the mat. So sorry I'm gonna be facing away from you guys for a second, but fortunately I'm mic'd up today, so hopefully you guys can hear okay. Alrighty, getting yourself into a nice, strong, tall, almost plank-like position. You guys will see I am standing at a little bit of a diagonal. My palms are resting right in the center of the ball. And all we're gonna do here, when I say all, it is a little bit of stability. Lift that right knee up to tabletop, lower it back down. Lift and lower. And your job is to try not to tuck your bum under really deep here. You wanna hold almost like this plank position as you lift. Lift, keep going. Shoulders stay out of your ears. With every lift, you're gonna take an exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and go ahead, stand tall. All right, everybody, let's bring it back down to the mat. I'm gonna bring it over this way a little bit. Now, I feel like this would not be a good balance ball strength and stretch class if we did not do at least a little bit of plank work. So I'm gonna give you guys some options for how we're gonna do plank. If you are more advanced here, you are more than welcome to start in your high plank position, holding your body really steady here, but that's only if you feel comfortable here. Another option is going to be coming onto your forearms in your high plank position once again. The other option is going to be dropping your knees down to the floor and finding your plank position here. So this is going to be the easiest. We've got 2 more advanced options. All of them are very challenging. I'm actually going to do it on my knees today because my core is on fire from a workout I did yesterday. So we're gonna come into whichever variation of the plank you would like to do, and we're gonna make little circles with your arms. And as you make these circles, you're gonna imagine like you're stirring a pot of pasta here. And your torso is staying really still. Stay with me. 3, 2, 1, and of course we reverse directions. Circle, circle, keep it going. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and center up. However you need to, come carefully off that position. Let your forearms come to the top of the ball. Glide yourself back into something like a child's pose. Hips to your heels, arms pushing the ball away from you. Let your head come down, let your neck relax. And then slowly round your spine up, 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 and come to a tall seated position. All right, everybody, I do believe it is time for us to come flat on our back. And we're gonna do a little bit of work through the core and then back into the legs. So there are a couple of ways you can do core work. You can totally opt to just leave the ball by your side. Otherwise, we're gonna start keeping it in your hands. You're gonna plant your feet on the floor. You're gonna plug your shoulders down into the shoulder sockets. Inhale to prep. Exhale, curl up, reaching the ball right to the tops of your knees, and then lower down again. And repeat, exhale, inhale, and again, exhale, inhale. And we're gonna start here, just exhaling and inhaling, nice and simple before we add on. Let's go, 5. Lower, curling up through the upper abdominals. 3 more. And 2. Hold it up, last one. Challenge for you. Bring the knees to tabletop. Can you leave the ball on your shins and keep your chest uplifted? Hold it there for me. Pulse the arms. Can you keep the ball steady there, resting on top of your shins? Keep going. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach up, grab the ball, lower your feet, take a moment. Beautiful, beautiful job, guys. All right, slightly more advanced movements. Once again, if you opt to, you can totally leave the ball to the side, but we're just gonna transition and bring the ball in between, kind of like your ankles, shins. So just somewhere in that general lower leg region. Take a nice grip, and right off the bat, you're gonna feel those inner thighs activate. You should feel those lower abdominals activate. Now we're just gonna keep the ball here. Take your hands behind your head, and on your exhale, just chest lift and lower down. So just like before, curling up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Inhale, leading with the center of your chest, not your neck, not your nose. Inhale. Exhale, gripping the ball. Let's go. 3 and 2. Last one, lower down. Press your arms down by your side, challenge move. Lengthen the legs up to the ceiling. Now, as much as you feel comfortable, lower those long legs down and lift and lower. And you can always opt to pop your hands under your bum. Give your pelvis a little bit of support. Oh my goodness, that feels so much more comfortable for me. So I'm gonna stick there. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's go for 3, 2, 1 more. Bring it up, bend the knees in, grab the ball, and take a moment. Beautiful, beautiful job, guys. Alrighty, coming into, ooh, yeah, that went by fast. Coming into our last bit of movement before we just end off in a little bit of breath and stretch. You guys are gonna lengthen your legs out and rest them on top of the ball. So you see right now, I'm like pretty mellow, just lengthening over here, but of course, that's not gonna last long. I want you guys to bring your heels together, zip the legs together, and make sure your feet are pretty darn centered on the ball, otherwise this isn't gonna go well. Arms are gonna press down by your side, and on an exhale, you're gonna squeeze your bum. You're gonna roll your hips, roll your spine up off the floor. Turn yourself into one long, beautiful line, and then melt yourself back down, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale at the bottom and repeat. Squeeze your bum, rolling up, up, up. And roll yourself back down again. Now, if you don't have a ball, you're gonna do this in little V bridges off the floor. So it'll basically just be a pelvic lift. But for those of us with the ball, we feel this nice long leg reaching, lengthening as you roll up, continuing to push your legs away from you as you lower down. Let's go 2 more. Roll it up and roll yourself back down. Let's go. Last one, we're gonna add on. Roll it up, hold it. Bend your knees, pull the ball towards your bum. Lengthen your legs long and away and repeat. Bend it in. Oh my goodness, this should be lots of work in the backs of the legs. Press the arms down, give yourself that support. Keep squeezing your hips high. The knees point away from each other as you pull in. Let's go 3. And let's go 2. And let's go. Last one. Lengthen the legs. Push your legs longer as you melt your spine down, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale at the bottom and exhale. Go ahead. You can just rest your legs on top of the ball, hanging out here.
Whew, take a breath, guys. Leave the legs heavy on the ball. Try to stay as stable as you can. Reach your arms all the way overhead on an inhale. And exhale, bring them right back down by your side and repeat. Inhale. And exhale. And repeat. Inhale. And exhale. One more, we'll add on. Reach overhead, circle your arms wide, down to your hips, back up to the ceiling, and again, reach and around, and up, and one more this direction, and around, and let's reverse directions, down, and open, and up, and around, and repeat, open, and up. Let's go one more big circle through the arms. Let your arms rest down by your side. However feels good for you, roll off the ball, roll on up to seated. And my dears, that is going to be the day. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed this just quick 20-minute full body flow. It was designed to be very much a hybrid class, incorporating strengthening as well as stretch work all at once. I really didn't want to do any like designated times like this is when we're strengthening, this is when we're stretching. Because I think it can be really fun and interesting to just incorporate it all into the class as you go along. So with that being said, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please go ahead and drop it a like. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel because I'm constantly uploading new workouts, coming up with live streams. I have all of my April 2022 live streams set up for the rest of the month. We're actually only doing one a week for this one per week this month, so only 4 classes total in April. So make sure you set the reminders on your calendar so you don't miss out. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your morning, evening, day, wherever you are. And I will see you guys again very soon. Bye, everybody.